All right, I hope we are good to go. Sorry for the delay. But good evening, good afternoon, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The person behind the microphone is by the names of Julius Kabanda. I've been in Royalq for the last 19 months, crossing over to 20 months down the line. All right, I hope we are good to go. Sorry for the delay. But good evening, good afternoon, good morning. I think everything is cleared. All right, good. Sorry for that. I didn't expect. I thought I'd cleared. Okay, but I've been in Royalq for the last 19 months, crossing over to 20 months down the line. And Royalq has been a phenomenal opportunity that has drastically changed so many people's lives. Although the people we started with, some of them no longer exist here, which is okay and fine. Maybe they have personal reasons, or maybe they found better opportunities, or maybe they failed to understand the opportunity they have at hand. But me personally, I was able to understand the power of Royalq, and Royalq has been a phenomenal opportunity to me, to so many of my friends and family. We are happy users. Royalq has given us an opportunity, me and my family, to stay at home, to work from home, to enjoy the opportunities that are provided by cryptocurrency. And also it has given us an opportunity to impact the world. One of the things that we love, it is the cause bigger than us that we have at hand as a family, but most especially, Royalq has educated us in the crypto space. I joined Royalq with zero knowledge about cryptocurrency because I was coming from a medical field background. And I have not attended any school of cryptocurrency, but I've been able to expose myself into using Royalq to different platforms, different websites, and I've been able to educate myself fully about cryptocurrency. And like I usually say, there are so many ways of making money in crypto, but I basically choose one and I specialize to that, right? I understand there are airdrops, I understand there are NFTs, I understand there is metaverse, I understand there is crypto. I understand there is NFTs. I understand there's a lot of stuff in crypto, right? But I basically made a decision personally to find one specific area that I'm gonna specialize into, because in the book written by a greatest man, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich, right? If we add up knowledge together in the book, someone says no sound, right? Can anyone hear me? Well, I'm speaking alone. Does anybody hear me? Someone is saying no sound. Someone says no sound. Someone says no sound at all. Someone says no sound at all, that I'm speaking alone. Okay, sir, please, maybe you get out and come in again, because people are saying I'm loud and clear. Okay, beautiful. So there are so many platforms that are into the crypto space. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. There are NFTs. There is crypto staking. There is. By the way, before I made a decision to do Royalq, I attended a course of crypto staking. Yeah, I remember I did a course of crypto staking, and I attended that course with one of my friends, and we were able to learn about crypto staking. I was able to also do a small course of blockchain, when I started Royalq, and until I made a clear decision from all the different ways that people use to make money in crypto, I'm gonna choose one way, right? And become a specialist in that one, okay? and that is crypto trading. That is crypto trading. Now, people ask me, Julius, why did you choose crypto trading other than crypto hodling? Why did you choose crypto trading other than crypto staking? Why did you choose do cryptocurrency trading other than doing NFTs? Why don't you involve yourself in metaverse? Like I've said that in the book Think and Grow Rich, written by Napoleon Hill, he talks about something called become a specialist in something. You need to be good at something. You cannot be good at everything. So when I joined Royalq and I saw most of my friends say that, if you are involved in crypto, you need to do everything that crypto has. I saw them jump from crypto trading. They talk about NFTs. They talk about metaverse. They talk about everything. They want to be everywhere in crypto. But I said, no, I'm going to become at one thing. I'm going to become good at one thing. Because some of you in your life, you want to be engineers, you want to be mechanics, you want to be nurses, you want to be teachers, you be painters, you want to be barbers, you want to be plumbers. So someone wants to be everything in this world. He wants to be a teacher, a doctor, a nurse, a plumber, everything. So everything for you, whatever comes your way, you want to do it. So you want to be everywhere. And people have a mentality, they say that they are trying to diversify their income, right? They say, Julius, the reason why I'm everywhere in crypto because I want to diversify my income. Ladies and gentlemen, that's not what we call diversification. That is called confusion of not knowing what you want, right? You cannot be everywhere because when you try to chase everything, you end up not getting anything. Now, let's get into why in all robots. Julius, along my journey of the last close to 20 months in Royalq, I've been presented so many opportunities, by the way. I've been shown so many robots. I need to say, I've been shown so many robots. I've seen over, I think, 9 robots that have disappeared with people's money along my last 19 months. If someone wants me to mention, I can mention so many have been shown in this journey. But why did when I found Royalq, what did I discover in the Royalq robot that does not appear in all other robots in the market? Even the competitors themselves, there are different competitors in that are competing with the Royalq. There are so many. And you see when people are typing in some leadership groups, they say Royalq should do this because there are so many competitors in the market. And you see these competitors, they are competing. Royalq is uncompetable because of the following factors. One, Royalq, according to my research, did not start in 2021, for your own knowledge. Royalq started in 2017. These guys carried out a quantitative study from 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020 for straight close 5 years down the line. And they applied their robot to the market. And they discovered that this robot has power to deliver significant profit if someone has significant capital. I need to make that clear. Royalq discovered that if someone has significant capital, could be able to use the robot automatically and make significant profit. A minimum of $10,000, according to Royalq study. If someone could invest a minimum of $10,000, they could be crazy successful. Now, when I was presented Royalq like you, I was not told that it needs good capital to thrive and make good money. So I entered the robot, used the copy traders that had good capital, and I ended up in floating loss for the rest of my life when I was in my first, I think, 8 months in Royalq. And I never liked the experience. But I had to ask myself, is there a way someone could survive in Royalq, right? Is there a way someone could make money in this market using this robot without specifically having all that money that is needed? By the way, I believe the successful capital anyone can have in Royalq and make crazy money per day without having knowledge about cryptocurrency is around $100,000. Yes, if you have $100,000, financial freedom is yours. That one I had discovered, that if you have $100,000, you can be financially free. Whether you like it or not, you can make money every day without doing anything. That I discovered when I joined Royalq. But now, along the line, I had to learn some few settings that I'm going to share with you today that I believe anybody should be able to understand how the robot trades or how the robot interprets the instructions you provide. And if you are able to understand the instructions of the robot and how you can best instruct your robot, even with little capital, you can still survive. This doesn't mean you will always be in profit, because little money, when we are dealing with money business, little capital leads to more suffering. So those with little capital, you should be complaining less, because it is you and your money that is the problem. It is not the robot. I've seen so many people complain about their results. Your results you have, the reason why your results are not good enough is because of your capital. So you should not blame the robot. The robot has no problem. But because of little capital, you suffer the consequences of not having enough money so that you can be able to diversify. For example, let me go slow. Peter goes to the market to buy oranges. When he reaches the farm, he finds that oranges are too cheap to be acquired. Then Peter has no more money to buy more oranges. Then Peter starts crying to the farmer. Farmer, you see, me, I'm very trustworthy. Farmer, you see, if you could give me the oranges for free, I would return the money. Farmer, you see, I have a poor background. Farmer, you see. That's how some of you cry to Royalq. Royalq is not the problem. The oranges is the market when it gets down. The oranges is the market. The oranges are too cheap. The market gets down and it provides an opportunity where everything is too cheap. Everything is too cheap. And if you have enough money, you could acquire those oranges at a cheaper price, right? But instead, because we don't have enough capital, we cry to the market. Market, you see, I have a poor background. Market, you see, I don't have enough money. Market. So it is not the robot that has the problem. It is you who doesn't have enough money to buy these coins at a cheaper price. I want everybody to understand that. I want everybody to understand that. So if you get in, that's why I sometimes don't answer floating rose questions. What can I do? What can I do? I'm very annoyed. This people get annoyed on the group. I scroll, I see. I'm very annoyed. The market is down. My robot is not selling. I ask. So then I say, this guy doesn't have capital. You see someone has in $70 and things are not working well and is very annoyed, very tough with everything. I understand them. They don't have enough capital. So what I could type, I just say, you don't have enough capital, and it hurts them. So yes, it is true. Julius, it is true. It is true that you introduced the 3% 300 days challenge. Yes, it is true. The challenge was introduced. But I also want to remind you that the challenge does not control the market. So you see, we needed to have these two things in understanding, that even if the coins are released, the challenge does not control the market. The challenge goes an extra mile to find a good coin you can trade that could give you 3%. That's all. That's all. That's all it's all about. So there is this need of you being patient with the market and lose the feeling of I'm losing all the time. Now, I'm going to share my screen. And I want to go to the settings of the robot. Beauty is Royalq has introduced the stop loss icon, and it has also introduced some new parameters into the app. I believe next Friday, when I come back here, I'll be getting into those icons that were introduced by Royalq. These icons are not yet available in the application. They're only available on the website. So they're only available on the website. It is called grid trading. So far, Royalq is I think If I look through, it is also going to introduce a third robot in Royalq. So far, we have the martingale robot and the grid robot. So you can pick up a coin and decide to just press it in the grids than the martingale. But so far, we are good to go with the settings that I'm going to share with you today. The following must be very understood. Very, very understood. Very, very understood for someone to get better results. All right, so I'm going to go to my Royalq application. And let me start with a very important aspect, and that is called wallet management. Can someone type in the chat the word called wallet management? Can someone type in the chat the word called wallet management? Can someone type in the chat the word called wallet management? I want so many people to type the word wallet management. Can someone type into the chat the word called wallet management? Let's get into the, can you type the word wallet management, wallet management, wallet management? Okay, before I go to the trade settings, let me talk about wallet management. I understand you want to use $100 to make it 1,000. I understand you want to turn your $1,000 to $10,000. I understand, ladies and gentlemen, you want to turn your $500 to $50,000. But ladies and gentlemen, the market is not your friend. The market is not your friend. This market doesn't understand whether you brought money for your children. This market doesn't understand whether you brought money for your hospital, your school fees, you brought rent money, you borrowed money. I emphasize to everybody I speak to, never borrow money and bring it in trading. Never borrow money and bring it in trading. I see it happen so much with the Nigerian team. They advise the people, some people advise the people to take money because of the strategy. But wallet management is one of the profound things you need to start with. I know most of you are going to get annoyed with me, but I personally recommend that anybody who involves themselves in trading, you must have a minimum of $1,000. I know people are going to get annoyed of me. Yeah, sure. You can start small, but have a focus of having $1,000. When you have $1,000, I expect you to have this approach to the market. This is the worst scenario. Now I'm going to start with the worst scenario. What is the worst scenario? Let me share my screen again. And I'm going to write here. If you have $1,000, please don't get excited. I would personally recommend that the maximum money that you should involve in the market is $500 until this 1,000 becomes 1,500. Let me make this clear. For example, if they send a signal, expose only $500. Leave this $500. Leave this $500 in your wallet. What do I mean by exposing? Exposing, I mean you are using the strategy I'm going to talk about, 2, 4, 8, 16, which uses $465. Leave the rest of $500 in your wallet unexposed in the trade to help you when the market goes against you. Let me repeat. If you have $1,000, in your settings, only expose 500. Leave the 500. It should be 50%. 50% exposed, 50% left unused. Don't get excited. 50% exposed, 50% unused. 50% exposed, just what do I mean? Okay, let me say I have $300. What am I going to do? I'm going to make sure that when they send a signal, I set my settings to cater for 150, and I leave the 150 as a reserve fund. I know this is a hard thing, but let me come back on camera. Things can be good when the market is going good. You can smile from here to here when you expose all your $300 and things are doing good. But when the market goes against you, you can stay in these trades. You can stay in these trades until you understand. It doesn't matter whether your capital is... I have a coin. May I usually share my experience? I have a coin called YFII. $2,500. Is it for the last 7 months? I don't know. 7 months, 8 months, 7 months. It is there comfortably. It is not even, when it's trying to move up a little bit, up a little bit, up a little bit, it stops on 1,400. But my average price is $1,700. Today, as I speak, this coin is at $1,200. It's at a floating loss of over $600. I have a question. According to my experience, because me now, I'm not talking about what do traders say, what do analysis of the market say. I'm talking about my experience. I have a question. Is it important to only set your margin calls catering for 50% of your capital and leave the rest of the money untouched? I'm going to show you how you use it. Is it important? Is it important? I have a question. I need an answer. Is it important to set your trades with a maximum of 50% of your capital? You have $500, expose 250. You say I'm joking. You have $5,000, expose 2,500. What I mean by exposing, I'm saying you set up margin calls to cater for 50% of your capital. Leave the rest of the 50% untouched. Let me come again. If you don't understand this topic, you will suffer. Because you will never be making consistent profits. If you have 1,000, no matter how many signals people throw, set one. Now, if I'm talking about $500 to set one, now someone with $100, don't ask me. For you only set one until, so you expose your capital to 50%, 50 maximum. Leave the rest of your 50% untouched. Now, I'm going to show you when do you use that money. When do you use that money? And be able to be getting out of the trades faster. And be able to get out of the trades much more easier. And be able to get out of the trades much more easier because you'll be making money. But when you expose all your money, you will suffer. You will forget why you borrowed money. You know, some people bring borrowed money. Let's go to this robot. Let's go to this robot called Royalq. Okay. All right. You see, when you are sharing the opportunity, with the opportunity sharers, we don't have season. Because we don't have the same capital. I'm sorry. I'm not attacking anyone. If you share the opportunity, you have no season. Whether the market is down, whether the market is up, for you, Since people have different capital, you will keep earning it. Those who don't share, they only depend on their capital. Now, I've left that topic. Let me go to why I'm here. Floating loss. I'm going to come and open up some. I'll open up one margin call. I think I will just come and do something that I'm going to talk about here. Okay, so when we come to setting up of the robot, the first thing you could do you leave the rest of the money in your account untouched. I'm going to show you how you use it. Okay, now, we are talking about robotic settings. So let me first come here. So you come here, I'll tap on board. If you are using an Android, you are seeing under construction. But if you are able to, I think in the next few days, here you will have Gridbot. Gridbot will be appearing here. And we shall discuss once it is here. We shall not discuss it from the website, right where it is right now. So here we have what you call the martingale strategy. Now, the martingale strategy is a strategy that talks about buying a coin at different prices and selling all at once. And it is divided into two. You can choose a circle owner. Circle owners, these are copy traders that you follow his strategies using to trade and be able to trade without experience. So you can decide to tap on the circle owner and be able to find different traders. Okay, define different traders. They will be here. And here they will be showing you the strategy pool. Okay. And they will be showing you their profits. And you would make a decision personally to choose anyone you want. Okay, this guy in the 7 days, he has made 3,254.04%. Okay, so they group them. I don't know according to which order. Okay, so 7 days. So 7 days, this guy leads the race. This guy leads the race with $850,000. So you could be able to choose a trader depending on who you want to follow if you are interested. And when you basically tap on them on sync strategy, they basically take you through to their strategy, and you can be able to understand. So for this guy, he leads, by the way, the profit area. He trades all the coins, and each coin he trades with a minimum, I think, of $1,500, and he trades all the coins. Now, the challenge with you focusing on someone who's profit to choose them as their copy trader, as your copy trader, is that you cannot profit as them if you don't have the capital they have. I need to make that clear. You cannot profit as them if you are not using the capital they have. This is all about with money, but this guy leads the rest, so you can choose to pick up a copy trader, any of your choice, because they've been arranged in order of profit. They have been arranged in order of profit. But if you are not able to have enough capital. Now, capital is key because when we go into these guys, these copy traders, and we scroll down, you see these guys have made zero profit. The reason why they have made zero profits in the last 7 days is that not that their strategy is not good, not that the market in the last 7 days, these guys down here, some of them have made zero profit in the last 7 days. There are so many. If you see these guys, they've made zero profit. Only this one, 0.23, 1.1, 1.2. Now, what makes a difference that someone makes 1.2, another one makes 0, then this guy makes 10,000%, 10,805.8%. It is called capital. It is the difference that this guy is trading all the coins with a minimum of close to $1,500 per coin. He trades all of them, which increases his probability of profiting. Which increases the probability of profiting. One of the reasons why most of us don't make money, let me come on camera. I want to be specific today. One of the reasons why most of us don't make the money, we trade one coin. You are trading one coin. You have been on this coin for the last 2 weeks, only one like this, one coin. Someone is trading all the 72 coins. I have a question. What is the probability of me trading one coin and someone trading all the 72 coins? Who has the chances of making more money? I need some answers in the chat. Because if one coin is doing badly, other coins are doing well. If 4 coins are doing badly, if 10 coins are doing badly, at least there is one coin in the market doing well at the moment. Now, what is the probability of someone trading one coin making more money than you trading one coin? Because some of you, according to your capital, you only have 2 coins. Some of you have 3. Some of you, maybe you have 4 coins. You only have, maybe most of you have 1 coin, 2 coins trading. Because unless someone faces the reality, the one trading all the coins makes more money. Now, thank you so much. Now, I hope you understand that the problem is not Royalq, the problem is poverty. I want to first make sure the ground is well before I go to, please, don't expose all your money, please, because you don't have capital. I want to bring that normal understanding to anybody so that you enter with a conscious mind. I don't have enough money. The little I have, I need to use it well. I need to use it well, the little I have, because you don't have power to buy all the coins. You must be able to understand that. Okay, so now let's go. Let's go. Okay, now we are done with this part. I don't need to go into that. So we are going to tap on martingale, and then we are going to tap on the strategy. Now, let me come back here. Before I go there, you are going to start from here. You need to set up a strategy that fits your capital. You need to set up a strategy that fits your capital. A strategy that fits the amount of capital you are ready to expose in the market. I would recommend that we all trade in the martingale board for the start before we introduce the grid board. Because the grid board will be important for those that have enough capital also. But also, I believe it will favor those that are ready to trade so much on cycle. All right, so we're going to tap on them on mine. Then we come on my strategy setting. You set up your strategy, okay, depending on how much capital you want to use, right? Okay, so you tap on the plus, and these are the icons that everybody needs to know. Everybody needs to know, because the complaints I see in the group are coming. The complaints that I see in the group are coming from the poor understanding of the icons that you see on the screen. Okay, now let's get in. We have the first icon that says the first buying amount. The first buying amount means that according to the money you have, the minimum first buying amount should be $15. I know some people manipulate and put 12, others put 10, but you need to take care, because if you buy less quantity, if you buy less coins, you'll get abnormal operation. I hope that is clear. We have the next icon called open double position. open double position. Open double position, ladies and gentlemen, is an important icon. Is an important icon that allows you to double your money. If you are telling the robot that instead of you going in with $15, whenever you go in the market, double. So if you switch on the double button, you are instructing your robot to double every purchase that it does for you. All right. Okay, just a minute. Let me work on some settings so that I prevent. Sorry for that. So that I prevent something. All right, worked on. Because sometimes as you teach, people become emotional. They become emotional. They become emotional. Some get annoyed, and they transfer their emotions in the chat. So allow me keep that limited. Yeah, some people, as you teach, as you are teaching, me, I teach plain. I don't say I'm going to talk about these classes of people, But as you teach, someone becomes emotional. It feels like you have come for me. It's like you have come for me. Someone sent you for me. No, me, I teach you what I'm supposed to teach according to what I've prepared. So I teach them what you need to be successful, not what you need to hear. So sometimes people transfer their emotions in the chat. They want to show how annoyed they are or how grieved they are, and it affects others. So I will keep that. Okay. All right. Let me get back to my area. Okay. Now we have this area called the margin call limit. Now the total number of margin calls, sorry for that the robot can set, you can have a maximum of, when I put 100, it can fit. But the maximum you can have, when I put 1,000, you're gonna see this. It can't produce another zero. So the maximum number of margin calls you can have are 999 margin calls. That is the maximum margin call limit. Meaning you can be able to set up your robot until the last call, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, these are the margin calls. Okay, if I tap on margin call configuration, so you can set up your robot until you have 999. So this is the last margin call. That is the last margin call, right? And these are the default settings of Royalq. These are the default, these ones. They're the default settings. And if you use them, you can be crazy successful. Crazy successful. These are the default settings of the robot. Okay, so I was explaining the margin call limit. They are the number of times you want your robot to be able to buy. Okay. Now we have what we call the call position take profit ratio. Now this icon means that the robot from its entry, if it rises by 1.3%, that will be our take profit. But the question is, does the robot sell when the market makes 1.3? The reason why Royalq decided to put a little take profit is that, ladies and gentlemen, if the market has more momentum, let me make this clear, more momentum that it can go as high as 10%, the robot will give you that 10%. But the robot wants to reduce its risk by taking as little take profit as possible from the market. That's why people who trade on cycle, they set their robots to take little profits repeatedly for so many times, so that, ladies and gentlemen, they can be able to accumulate profit. So now we have what you call hold position take profit callback. This means that if you enter, the market rises by 1.3 and the market tries to go down by 0.3, the robot should sell. It means that your take profit will be 1% in these settings, because this will be 1.3 minus 0.3 to give you 1%. But why is this 0.3 here important? This 0.3 here helps you, ladies and gentlemen, that if the market goes high by 1.3 and doesn't come down by 0.3, the robot will not sell. That's what that means. So that's why sometimes people will get annoyed. I want to make sure if I answer you here, that sometimes you might see that your robot, you put a 2% here. So you put a 2% here as your take profit. Let me change this. You put 2%. You put 2% as your take profit. The robot hits the 2%, but it does not sell. Then the market comes down maybe to, let me say, around 1.8. And you are annoyed because you had set your take profit 2%, but the robot is selling. Has not sold. Has some people experienced that? Have some people experienced that? Let me see in the chat. Have you experienced that? I'll open the chats for now. Have you experienced that? That you set your take profit. You set your take profit. You are waiting for the robot to sell. The robot is not selling. And you feel like looking for maybe Julius on anybody and strangle them, you know. This business, you must, to lead people, you must be having a very, they call it, but your hungryism, where if you get hungry, you must give up on leaders on the call, people with teams. Stop getting angry on people. Someone can set a take profit of 2%, and I see this robot is not selling. He looks for you on a gunpoint. People are not easy. He looks for you on a gunpoint. I've been looking for you for the over 2 hours. I'm not seeing you. Come here. Yes, sir. What's up? Why is my robot not selling? Hey! You better control your emotions, leaders. Please. People can look for you on a gunpoint. Don't get annoyed with people. Don't get annoyed with people. People can look for you on a gunpoint. Please understand them. They have put in their $50. They wanted 2%. They see the market has gone high 2%, but the thing is not selling. Now, the problem is in the settings, and that's where I want you to focus. The way you set your take profit callback determines whether, if the market will rise to 2%, the robot will sell or the robot will not sell. Please, when you bring people in the business and they look for you on a gunpoint, to give them reasons why the robot is not selling, please cool down. Please cool down. Okay? Understand that there is something they don't understand, and maybe help them understand it. Or if you don't understand it too, you can ask it. Okay, now this means that if the market rises by 2% and tries to go and goes down by 0.3, the robot will sell. And once it sells, it will not give you 2%. Never. It will give you 1.7%. I also have a question because I'm answering now. I need some answers in the chat. Have some people set 2% and got less than their set profit and they get annoyed? I've seen it in the group. I think I saw it this week in the group. Have you said 2%? The robot has sold, and you see your percentage, your profit is not 2%. Let me see. Have people faced that too? I saw it this week in the group, and people are very tough. Eh? I saw people very tough in the group. I didn't answer because it could take me a lot of hours to help them understand. You said 3%, the robot sells, it gives you 2.5. And the people on come and explain. Someone called me, I think I was on a barrio, I think yesterday. Yeah, I think the other day I went for a barrio. So I was on a barrio. We are putting this lady. I was on the grave, and someone called me. Hello. I picked on WhatsApp. Why are you not answering my messages? Why not answering? Answer me now. I said, man, look, get down, cool down. I don't need to answer you now. I'll answer you later. Why are you not online? Why are you not? Another one called me physical. Why are you not online? Come online, answer my question. My robot is not giving me my take profit. I'm not seeing you online. Where are you? Appear. I told him, man, I'll call you. Cool down, I'll call you. I'll call you. My friend, I just keep quiet and I come back later. I keep quiet, I come back later. And I want leaders to understand that you should not get tough, right? Please understand them. Understand them, please. There's something they don't understand. So this that I'm sharing, is that the settings you are putting on this call determines whether whether the robot will sell or will not sell and give you less take profit. Now, let's look at how we can set this better. If you put a 0 here, okay? Let us look at this first example. You put a 0 here. This means that if the market rises by 2%, the robot will have to sell. But remember, let me remind you, remember that ladies and gentlemen, when you set 2% and put a 0, this means that when the market rises by 2%, the robot should sell immediately. This is what this means. 2%. When the market rises by 2%, the robot should sell immediately. But there are some scenarios in the market that sometimes the market might have what we call a rapid downward movement. But usually, that is just in some scenarios. But I think it has been corrected. When you put like this, you'll definitely be able to get your 2% directly, 2% instantly, 2% directly. But what do you miss out? You miss out the ability and the power to give your robot a benefit of doubt. Julius, what do you mean? What do you mean by a benefit of doubt? Hey, you need to put something here because the market can rise at 2%. And the robot sees that this market can still go up to 10%. What will the robot do? If you put anything of doubt, for example, I usually put 0.01. That is usually my take profit. I usually put 0.01. That's how I usually set my take profit. Why? Because I want my robot to rise by 2%. And if it tries to get down by 0.01, let my robot sell. Why? Because if this market has momentum and it goes 3%, 4% without having a pullback, my robot will keep giving me the maximum possible profit. So if you put a high take profit callback, let me say 0.2, it means that you will not get 2%. You'll get 2%, 2.01% minus 0.2, which means you'll get around 1.89 or 1.89 like that. You don't get the 2% you wanted. Are we okay now with the take profit before I go to the callbacks? Are we okay with the take profit? Are we okay now with the take profit? Right approach, right results, better results, right? Now there is a problem. Someone has not attended this meeting, even they will not watch the video. Now I sit in the group, I open my eyes like this. Someone needs an immediate answer. You ask yourself, who? Even me who's teaching you this, I don't own Royalq. I'm not the owner. By the way, I need to pass a disclaimer. I don't own this robot. I was also shown like you. People should stop attacking me. I was shown like you. Then I saw something that could change my life. I took it serious. That is all. Now it has become a full-time job. It's the only thing I do, by the way. It is hard to believe. It's the only thing I do. Me, it's the only thing I do. I looked for reasons why I should suffer with this world. Wake up, look for money, suffer. I hear people are in the sun. You see here, there is good. I have a good air conditioner. As I work, I take any good drink. When I feel fatigued, I go for gym and exercise. I wanted such life. When I get tired of my house, I go pick my car and drive around town. Then they say, that guy is a con man. I don't get annoyed. I put my car roofers up, well sealed in dark in black in color. I put my AC, I increase the accelerator. I enjoy life. Since I don't care. I don't care. When I feel like, did you give us the direction? Me, I don't suffer with this world. When my mother calls me, my son, yes, ma'am, I have a problem. Okay, I'll give you money tomorrow. Then I go to the market. Which coin will deliver? Which coin will deliver? Which coin? I enter that one. I take my 3%. I withdraw. Mom, that is the money. Enjoy. Yes. Call you later. I make a lot of sense to my family since I found Royalq. I make a lot of sense. I make a lot of sense. Sometimes my wife makes me love Royalq. The money she makes in her shop cannot reach the money she goes with to her shop to eat per day. When she calculates the whole month, because when she leaves home, she goes with money. You have some money, check there. I have never found a good life. Guys, I'm speaking reality. I've never found a good life that can be provided by this opportunity in the whole world. Just that I've not yet started traveling. You wait. I'm about to start another lifestyle. I'll be telling you, I'm doing Zoom in Amsterdam. I'm on the beach. How are you, ladies and gentlemen? You wait, I'm about to start. I'm warning you, you better take this opportunity very serious. I'm about to start another lifestyle. I will tell you that I'm now in the Bahamas. I'm doing Zoom from Bahamas. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Then I will tell you, I'm having lunch in Nairobi. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You better take this opportunity seriously, or else you will regret, may I tell you. Because as I'm speaking, I'm getting paid. Me, I have never found a business. By the time you get out of bed, you have money. You get out of bed, you have money. My wife makes a funny statement in the morning. For you, when you wake up, you have already got paid. I'm not waking up today. Send me some money. But very seriously, then I check, I have $50. I say, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Let Africa. So all of your economic challenges, me, I don't know them. I need to tell you the truth. Where the world, me, I don't know why people are suffering. Since COVID, I've been living this lifestyle now close to 2 years. You take this opportunity lightly. I don't want to share. You don't share. Me, I will share. Me, I will share this thing. Yes, I'm about to make 2 years. So we have finished with the take profit. We have finished the take profit. Now let's go to another thing. We now want to go to the margin call configuration. This is also a game changer. The margin call configuration. How do you configure your margin calls? How do you set up your margin calls? It's also very important, ladies and gentlemen, to ensure that you can make what you call repeated profits, depending on your capital. I would personally recommend that on all the signals provided, please set 4 margin calls. Keep all the signals in 4 margin calls. This is why. If you have $1,000, expose your $500 in the 4 margin calls and leave the $500 in your account. Let me speak it that way. Do all the signals provided with 4 margin calls. Make sure you have 4 margin calls, 1, 2, 3, 4 for the signals. If you have 350, you have $300. Expose 150 in these 4 margin calls. I'm going to show you how. Leave the 150 in your account untouched. What are you going to use that money for? I'm going to show you 2 basic ways you can do that. So where are we, Julius? We are on an area called margin call configuration and buy-in callback. This we are going to focus now. This is where we are going to focus. Now, the margin call configuration are how the robot is going to buy the 4 margin calls. So we tap on margin call configuration. Now, the area of margin call configuration has 2 main parts. Okay, sorry for that. It has 2 main parts. It has the margin call drop. It has the multiple buy-in ratio. For example, if someone sends a signal and says the margin call drop is 4%, your goal is to make sure that the 4% fits in these margin calls. If someone sends a signal and says the drop is 2%, your goal is to make sure that the 2% fits in this margin call. Although me personally, no matter which, let me make this clear. No matter which signal is given to me, I make sure that my margin call drop is 5%. It is a principle to me. Every signal, even if I'm the one who sends it, that analysis is done that we think by the time the market catches that drop given, the market will return. But me personally, I set my margin call to 5% drop. Now, how do I divide my 5%? I don't want to take $15 as my profit. I don't want that when my robot gets in the market $15, what do? I come here and I say, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. This is 0.6. Then I say how much has remained. That is 0.6224. Then I say 0.6 minus 5. That is 4. Now someone is saying, but I'm not sure. Okay, let me take you to a calculator. You just say 5 minus 0.6. It is 4.4. Then I come here, I put 4.4. My goal is to make sure that I don't take 3% of $15. My goal is to make sure that the market falls by 0.2, the robot buys, 0.2, the robot buys, 0.2, the robot buys. Even if it doesn't buy this time, I will have a bigger take profit percentage from my money when the market at least has dropped by 0.6%. Then, if things don't work my way, let the robot buy again when the market drops down by 4.4%, which is equal to a drop of 5% according to here, before I involve in the buy and callback. If you have understood that, could you type for me 1 in the chat? If you have understood that, could you type for me 1 in the chat? Could you type for me 1 in the chat? Now from this Zoom, I don't want people continue. Sorry for pointing in you this finger because these 3 are now in me. But I want to make sure that from this Zoom, ladies and gentlemen, you stop complaining about you going to take little profit. Don't expose all your money. Don't put all your $500 as your first buying amount because you want 3%. I speak to you from a spirit of brotherhood. I speak to you from a spirit of understanding. I speak to you from a spirit of pain that I've suffered since I started Royalq. By the way, Royalq has not been an easy journey. Sincerely, a lot of floating loss. Being called Mufere, one of the most languages in my country, being called the corny money, as if anyone has ever given me their money. But I know they don't like me because of the stupid life I live. But I love my life I live. It is very nice, very nice. Now from here now, I'm going to do some shopping today. I've already withdrawn my $100 to spend. I don't know whether people complain. I don't, please come again. I think I'm done. Now I'm going to go to I have a few minutes to end. Let me get more serious now. Let me get more serious. Now, we are done with this part. Now, the margin call drop, so whatever they give, it's up to you. Either you divide, make little fast buys, or you just go to your calculator and say, the drop is 5. 5 divided by 4 is 1.25. And you put 1.25 through here. Now, when does the robot buy? When does the robot buy? Is it true that this robot will buy when the market falls by 0.2? No. The robot will not buy when the market falls by 0.2. The robot will not buy, ladies and gentlemen, when the market falls by 0.2. This robot is not stupid. It will not buy. What will it do? It has what we call the buy-in callback. Where is it, Julius? It is here. What does this mean? This means that when the market goes down by 0.2 and it rises by 0.5, the robot will buy. Can I repeat that? When the market goes down by 0.2, the robot will inform you a trigger price. It will show you a trigger price on your screen. But it will not buy. It will wait for the market to rise by 0.5, and that is when it will buy. So if I want my robot to buy faster also, I will lower this 0.5 and make it at least 0.3, which makes it a total of 0.5. The market will go down by 0.2. The market will rise by 0.3. The robot will buy, and I'll basically get myself in the market. Have I answered the question? Why some of you, your coins are getting down and the robot is not buying? Some people are on my neck the whole of yesterday and today in the morning. Why is my robot not buying? I have set up my margin calls. The robot is not buying. Where are you? Get online. I don't own this robot. I don't own this robot. I work, I think, close to 14 hours a day. And when they reach, I switch off my phone. Have you understood why your robot doesn't buy? One of the reasons why I'm still in Royalq, that this robot doesn't buy when the market is dipping. If this robot was buying only when the market is dipping, when the market is dipping, if this robot was buying when the market is dipping, the market dips 10%, the robot buys. We wouldn't have capital. This robot waits for the market to rise, then it buys. Are we okay now? I'm about to finish. They want you to buy on behalf of their robots, I tell you. Are we okay now? Are we okay? Can you type one in the chat so that you will know, not ask, why is my robot not buying? It is waiting for the market to rise by the buy-in callback. It is waiting for your market to rise by the buy-in callback, so that once the buy-in callback is triggered, then your robot will invest in your money. I hope that is very, very clear. So if your market doesn't get down, if your market keeps on dipping, without the market rising by your buy-in callback, the robot will not buy. Having answered that, I'm about to finish. Don't worry. I'm not good at teaching a lot. Now, we have finished to understand the margin call drop and the buy-in call. Now, when sometimes you want to set up your trade, okay, you need to understand that if you put a 0.2 here, the market, and you put a 0.3 the other side, it means that when the market falls by 0.2 and rises by 0.3, this will not work. Your buy-in callback cannot be equal or greater than the margin call drop. It must be lower. Let me make this clear. If you put here 0.2, then you know that your buy-in callback cannot be 0.3, it will be less, it will be around 0.1, because it cannot be 0.2, nor can it be 0.3. The buy-in callback cannot be equal or greater than the margin call drop. So if I put 0.2, then I know it must be lower. Because this is what this means, that the market has fallen. The market, if we use the first sharing, the market has fallen by 0.2. Now, you want the robot to buy when the market is in profit. Are you trying to understand me? If you are trying to understand me, type 1 in the chat. The buy-in callback cannot be equal or greater than the margin call drop. Type a 2 in the chat if you're understanding me. Because what you are setting, you are meaning that, my robot, if the market falls down by 0.5, and it rises by 0.5, the robot should buy. So it means that this cannot happen. It cannot be equal or greater. So if the market falls, let me say by 1%, and your buying callback is 2, it means that the market is in profit to buy because it will be greater. Are we okay? So when I put 0.2 as my margin call drop, then the buy-in callback should be 0.1. It should be less than the margin call drop. They cannot be equal. So I cannot put 0.2 as my margin call drop. Then I put my buy-in callback to be 0.3. It means that you want your robot to buy when it is in profit. The market fell down by 0.2. So it rises by 0.3, then the robot buys. You want it to buy when it is in profit. So it gets down by 0.2. It rises by 0.1, then the robot buys. Are we together? Type a yes in the chat if you understand that. We are done with the buy-in callback. So make sure you are not putting your margin call of 3.5, then you put the buy-in callback 5%. It's like I was saying, robot, when the market falls down by 3.5 and it rises by 5% when in profit, then your robot should buy. Are we together? Let me see if you get it. Happy to see you, my friend, Leader Aminata. Hey, Leader Aminata comes from France. And she's my friend. She's my friend. She has already invited me for our wedding. So please make sure all of you, you send me invitation cards like Leader Aminata. You also make sure you have made some money so that you send me with USDT. You don't send plain invitation. You send plus plus what? You ask me. So you send me, you also ask me for wallet address. It's just a joke. But I hope you are all doing well. She's my friend. She can't get annoyed. So I hope you have understood the buy-in callback, ladies and gentlemen, right? The buy-in callback. The buy-in callback, all right? The buying callback. Yes. And Leader Ann also sent me a ticket. Yes, Leader Ann also invited me to a wedding in Maputo in Mozambique. I really appreciate. Yes, I have it. She sent me a wedding invitation in Maputo in Mozambique. I am about to start another lifestyle. I want to warn you, whoever is taking Royalq rightly, and some of you who are doing Royalq plus other scams, please don't get annoyed when I'm about to start. Me, I'm warning you. I'm about to start. You joke with the 300 days challenge. Yesterday, I did some mathematics. I think I needed to share with you. I think I need to do it again. I hope now you get the buy-in callback. Let's finish up before I get into this. I don't want to disorganize you. Okay. Now we are done with them. We are done with this. We are done with this. We are done with this. Done this. Done this. Done this. All right. Now let's go to this area. I would emphasize and comprehend that if you are trading in the USDT market, trade your coins in a one shot unless you have enough capital to trade half of the coins in the market. Let me repeat it again. If you don't have the capacity to trade at least half of the coins, 72 divided by 2, please trade Royalq on a one shot, especially in the USDT market. So I'll not go into this. So use one shot. Okay, now let's go to capital management. Now, capital management is lying here. Before I go to capital management, allow me take you to the 18th century. One of the best strategies that have been tested and proven. One of the best strategies that have been tested and proven. Let me even show it to you before let me talk about it. I show it to you by Royalq default settings. One of the best strategies that have been tested and proven since the 18th century is called dollar cost averaging method. That if I bought with $2, the next time I go in the market, I double what I invested prior to $4. And that is the 2-4-8-16 strategy. It has the power and the ability to move your average price closer to the current price. The reason why most of you struggle to get out of your trades is that you are not doubling your next purchase because you don't have enough money. In good spirit, I advise you to at least have $500. In good spirit. In good spirit, have at least $500. I'm not against my strategy people using turning $15 to $100,000. You will get there. But you will get there, but it will take you a longer time. Please raise your capital at least to $500 so that you can enjoy the 2-4-8-16. Okay. And I would definitely, like I started, encourage everyone to at least have $1,000. Expose only 500, leave the 500 in your account. Stop, like some of you have money in your account like it is itching you. Oh, my USDT, my US. Please stop being like money is itching you in your wallet. Develop the discipline to have the money in your account to help you when the market will go against you. If the coin sells, well and good. It is better to close one deal at a time if you don't have enough capital than you wanting to close 100 deals with $100. I don't know if I'm making some sense. I don't know if I'm making some sense. I'm now going to talk about capital, and this is going to be my last sharing today. The rest, we meet next Friday. Because if you understand this, you can now be able to trade well, make money consistently without emotions. Okay, yes, Julius. Now, let's get into this. Trade all coins, no matter which signal is given to you, with half of your capital. I don't know how much you have, I'm not in your wallet. If you don't have, understand that floating loss is part of your journey. It will require you to be patient if you don't have capital. Now, this means 2 times 15. This means 4 times 15. This means 8 times 15. This means 16 times 15. If we add this plus this plus this, we'll be able to give us 30. Now, this 30, there is a time that we started the trade before the robot came and buy margin calls. Because the robot doesn't start with margin calls. It buys the first time $15 plus 1, which is 15, which is the $15. So it is 31 times 15, which makes it $465. So if you only have $465, yes, you can use the martingale strategy, this one. Allow your robot to buy these margin calls. Make sure your margin call drop is a minimum of 5%, no matter who shares the signal. No matter who shares the signal. Type a 2 if you understand it. You have understood me on this point. No matter who shares the signal, you can lower your first 4 margin calls for your robot to buy faster. But make sure no matter who gives you the signal, set your margin call drops to 5%. If you understand this, give me a 2. This will prevent you. Now, I'm not, now someone is telling me, you seem to be against anyone. I'm not against anyone who provides a signal. But note that none of the signal givers controls the market. All signals are proportional to floating loss. There is no signal that cannot go in floating loss. No signal. I never agree with that. I can even give away my hand to be cut. I can never agree with that. There is no signal that cannot go in floating loss. All signals can go in floating loss, no matter who gives it. Why? We might do technical analysis. Then something happens in the news. People withdraw their money and the market dips down. Even if you had analyzed all your support and resistance, drawn all your lines, and you had changed the color to black, the market will break through. Sweet. Make sure you can lower the first 4 margin calls for a robot to buy faster. But make sure, ladies and gentlemen, your margin call drop is not less than 5%. I hope that one I'm done. I may not repeat it again. Now, you can use 24816 if you only have $500. Or if you have around 285, you can use that one, 2358. I think we have talked about that so many times. But if you have $1,000, this is the best approach. This is the best approach. Okay, for example, you have set up your strategy. You have set up your strategy. I'm going to just use this as an example. This is my 300 days challenge strategy. So if you have used this, what will I do? I'll come on strategy. I tap on martingale. Let me come back. I'll come on strategy, tap on running, tap on setting. I tap on all, batch setting. Now this one will pick less. I come back here, tap on all, confirm. So I want to put confirm. Now all the coins are here in Royalq. All of them. Tap on all, batch setting. Then I tap on trade setting. Then I tap on choose strategy. Then I select my strategy. I save it, confirm it. I save it and confirm it. So it is going to go all through the coins of Royalq. All of them. All of them. I think I need to repeat this once again. All the coins in Royalq are receiving this strategy. Now, all the coins have this strategy. All of them. So when I'm given a signal, I just come here on martingale, choose. I just select any coin. Because my trade strategy is already in here. Then I tap start. Then after tapping start, I come back on the margin call configuration and I change it. I don't know if I'm making some sense. Was that too hard? You set your strategy and have your strategy in all the coins at once. So when someone sends the signal, you just tap on the coin, tap on start. You don't waste the time. My leader, I'm setting. You don't set again. You set once and for all. So when they set a signal, you just tap start. Then you edit the margin call configuration. That's all you do. So someone, you send him a signal is 1 hour. My leader, on the settings. Proper planning prevents poor performance. Let me go back again very slowly. Okay, let me repeat. So you set all your coins at once, so that when they send the signal, you just tap start, then go back and edit the margin call configuration. Okay, so let's go. Let us go. Now you have set your strategy. You have set your strategy here on mine, on my strategy setting. We have looked at that. It is this one. It is here already. So what do I do? Let me remove these ones. Go. Kwenda huko. So you come here, you tap on running. When you tap on running, you come on these two things here. You tap on settings. When you tap on settings, it opens. Then you tap on this funnel. When you tap on this funnel, you tap on all. Let me go back because that's where people get confused. Tap on bot, tap on running. When you tap on running, tap on setting. When you tap on setting, tap on the funnel. When you tap on the funnel, tap on all. Let me repeat. Tap on setting, tap on funnel. When you tap on funnel, tap on all. When you tap on all, tap confirm. When you tap on confirm, tick all. Tap on batch setting. When you tap on batch setting, tap on trade setting. When you tap on trade setting, come to choose strategy. When you tap on choose strategy, you tap on your strategy, it gets in, you save it, you confirm. It gets through all the coins. All the coins, all of them. So when you tap start, you just come and edit the margin call configuration. I think that is enough for today. When you give me Royalq, I can still talk for another day. I can still talk to another day. I think I've recorded this on the YouTube channel. I want to thank you so much for being here. I appreciate, because I wouldn't be present without you. Thank you for trusting us and choosing us as your support team. We believe that we could help you better. We have our 300 days challenge. I know some of you are having floating loss, but understand that the market will return. Calculate your percentage depending on how many trades you have won. How better can you do this? You can either have a small notebook where you are noting how far you have gone so far and calculate your trades like that. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being here. We basically love you so much too. We thank you for your love, and we believe that together we can create a better world. Unless there are some questions, let me look through. But tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, don't miss out. We shall be having a super Saturday, Ladies' Day. On that day, it is the ladies that ladies do take us through on Saturday. Ladies take us through on Saturday. They are led by Leader Doris Angel. And I think they will be able to. Okay, the remaining money, I didn't go into that, but I hope what I've shared is enough. I don't want to overteach. The remaining money, you use it to open up margin calls. Okay, let me just say something. Let me just add on something. For example, I have been trading this coin. And I discover that the market is now returning. Because when you come here on home, if the market starts receiving momentum, you just check on BTC. It's when BTC starts going up here, because it will. You find that BTC is going up. What do? You just come to this coin. Just come to this coin, just this one. It is floating. BTC is going up. All coins are going up. You can do two things with your last $500. Two main things. Two things with your $500. One thing, you can tap on strategy mode. Two things you can do. One, you can tap on strategy mode. Choose either the sub-bin mode, which means that the robot will sell, but never return your profit. Use it to move the average price closer at the current price. Or choose the sub-bin mode real-time settlement when the market is moving up, right? You just come here where you had 4 margin calls. You say, maybe I want to add on 4 or 5 or 4. You say, okay, 8 margin calls. You save, you set it up according to your strategy. Then you either choose the sub-bin mode or the sub-bin mode real-time settlement. Then you come and open 4 more margin calls so that the robot buys and sells, buys and sells, buys and sells. That's giving you profit. Ladies and gentlemen, you can just come here and buy when the market is reversing. The market is reversing. The market is becoming green. Then you come and do manual replenishment. We call it manual replenishment. And you place your $500 here. You'll be done with floating loss. Let me repeat. You can do two things. You can do two things. Two things. When the market is returning, you see Bitcoin is moving up, all the coins are getting green. What do? You don't need to be a market analysis. No, you just go now, either open margin calls. Don't open margin calls before the market has touched its bottom. It is poor money wastage. Poor money wastage. Wait for the reversal. Go and open maybe 4 more margin calls. Change your strategy. If it was sub-bin mode, it will always change. You can put in sub-bin mode, meaning the robot will sell, but never return your profit. Use your profit to move the average price closer to the current price. All sub-bin mode real-time settlement, where the robot will sell and return your profit. That's 1. 2, you can just tap on buy, market price, deposit all the funds there, and what you're gonna see, it's gonna move the floating loss close to 0. Bingo. And there you enjoy a big profit. The good thing that even the numbers had reduced. So those that had stayed enjoyed. So that is how you use your capital, right? You have less capital, use 50%, leave the 50%. But Julius, I thought the call drop, you said 2%. Is better that you say 5%. Why do you advocate for 5%? I don't understand this one. Someone to help me understand. I don't understand this question. I don't understand this question. I don't understand this question. Comment. Why do I recommend 5%? Because we don't control the market. Why do I recommend 5%? Because we don't recommend the market. We don't control the market. So you make sure your robot can buy the first 4 margin calls, and there is a delay to buy the The first 3 margin calls, there's a delay to buy the 4th margin call. That's all. Is 2% call drop better than 5%? No, use 5%. Use 5%. Make sure your first 3 margin calls have a first buy. But I did that. If someone doesn't understand, please go back and watch the video. I'll return you back the video. Please, I know if upgrade of Royalq doesn't affect, just upgrade. If someone doesn't understand, please go back and watch the video. Assuming the robot stops margin call and you don't have capital, what's the solution? Wait, the market will return. So you can change your strategy after buying all the calls. Yes, you can change after the calls, all the 4 calls have been bought, and you add in 4, you can add in more calls and change strategy. So you can either open more margin calls or use the manual replenishment method if the market is reversing. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you, and I think you should have a nice day, right? I've been here for the last 2 hours. Even some of you, your brains are no longer understanding what I'm saying. So you are over confused. Now, why stay here? I know some of you want to learn a lot like in one day, but I believe learning something small is enough. Learning something small is enough. Okay? You have learned how to set your robot. And that's enough for you today. See you on Friday next week. The good thing, I repeat these things like religion. I repeat these things like religion. Like you see in my religion, it is in the name of the Father. Even when I'm sleeping and someone says, can you say before you go? I do very fast because it is repeated. So don't worry. I keep repeating the same things. So no confusion. You don't have capital. So if you don't have capital, remain patient. I really want to. You don't have capital. If you don't have capital, you can't add. You can't add in more money. This one is saying, if I get well, the first 3 buys should be faster, then the last one should be 5%. No. I think people are taking me back to where I finished. I said, the margin calls are 4. You can either divide 5 into 4, or I can say 0.5, 0.5, 0.5 3 times. That is 1.5. Then 1.5 minus 5 is what? The balance, I think, is around 3.5. Then the 4th call is 3.5. Because 3.5 plus 1.5 is 5%. I had forgotten that I told you when you are teaching, you should never get annoyed. So sometimes I also forget what I say. I think I had got annoyed. Okay, the YouTube channel, the YouTube link was shared by Leader Doris Angel. She shared it here. You can check above. I'm going to just drop it on the Telegram. I think I'm going to drop it on the Telegram. Thank you, everybody. Have a nice day. Love you all. Bye. Thank you. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Watch the video to be able to get a better understanding if you are confused with anything. All right. Thank you so much. And bye, everyone.